a way of gaining votes. That said, I also want to go back to a point you made about recidivism. The president wrote a relatively brief letter to the folks whose sentences he commuted. And in part of it, he says, you know, the power to grant pardons is one of the most profound authorities. He says, I'm granting your application because you've demonstrated the potential to turn your life around. Now it's up to you to make the most of this opportunity. It will not be easy. You will confront many who will doubt people with criminal records can change, perhaps even you, right? But then he goes, you have the capacity to make good choices. I get it. It's a lovely letter. But I also think, well, but if you ban the box and people wouldn't have, you know, there's, in other words, there's a set of structural things that aren't addressed, as fantastic as this letter is.
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to work at a homeless shelter in Washington, D.C. at a church, and a third of the people that would come in would be from the prison system and say, I was literally dropped off in Washington with $10 in my pocket. I now have a record. I don't even have my birth certificate, so I can't get a driver's license to get a job. It's just very...
Or to vote. Or
to vote. And so they would say point blank, you know what, I had 3 meals a day. And I just don't know what else to do. And my family's embarrassed by me, and I can't go back on the couch anymore. So now what? You tell me what to do. So it was a really horrible situation. It was I'm telling you, any of us put in that situation, the incentives would drive us back into a system that would make money off of this process.
It's hard to make good choices when the choices are so constrained in that way.
It's really immoral.
Yeah. Glenn, do you want to weigh in on that?
No, I'm sitting here, I'm listening. When I came out of prison, I served 6 years in prison and earned a college degree while I was on the inside, which really doesn't exist the way it used to after Pell Grant eligibility was taken away in 1994. But I went to 50 different employers looking for a job, almost every single one turning me down almost immediately after they learned that I had a criminal record without allowing me to compete for the job like anyone else.